getting everything in flow, man. I felt really good out here today. I felt like we looked in sync as an offense and did some really good things. Again, we gotta finish a little bit better, not get complacent in some areas, but overall I felt like we came weather the storm really early and went out and did some great things today.
When you had time to throw, were you surprised at how open some of your guys were?
Not necessarily. I mean, I got guys out here who can just flat out go get it at every position, running back, receiver, tight end, and I got some of the best skilled guys in the country. So, I mean, obviously, we try to put these guys in the best situation possible. I like to consider myself one of the best target men. So, again, we just try to have a complete game, and I feel like we're starting to get closer to where we want to be.
You guys got some pretty good separation today. What was, you guys were wide open a lot of times.
The thing about the defense is that they take risks. So if you look at it, man, they send a lot of pressure, a lot of blitzes. We did a great job of picking it up, foot protection, sliding away from it. And we had some opportunities to hit some home runs. So, again, sometimes for them, it can be poison or it can be their gold. And for us, we just had to make an opportunity the most out of it when we had it.
How important was it to strike early and try to get the crowd out?
Very important. When you go on the road, and especially in an environment like this, with a stadium and a venue like this, you got to go. And when you're in an opposing team, and go try to take the crowd out of it early. Again, that's not external factors shouldn't affect how we perform on the field, but I mean in either case, it'll get to you at some point or another. So it's important to go out there and try to weather it early.
Just about the passing record you set today. Samuel, your scale of most perfect passes, where does that one fall?
I felt like I dropped 2 dimes today, man. The one was to Stanton, and then that one. But on that one, I give more of the credit to Sammy right there, man. I haven't seen a guy hit a second gear like that in a long time. I haven't seen him do it in a long time, so it was impressive to see him pick up his speed and just take off from there.
Talk about the Dome as an environment to play in.
It's a great place to play. A great venue. We were excited when we stepped out here and got a chance to look at it yesterday. So, again, the crowd did a really great job. The fans were a little bit more respectable than I thought they were going to be, and it was a fun game.
Reaction to set the record, the passing record today, 55 yards.
You said reaction?
Yeah, just your thoughts on setting that mark.
It happens, man. And I don't really plan on that being my last game. I mean, I got officially 7 more games. That's all I'm guaranteed. 7 games left here. So the Tigers starting quarterback, man. I'm gonna try to make that the most out of every opportunity I get.
Was it your wrist, your thumb?
It was. I just have a bruise right here between my thumb and my hand right here. So I mean, it comes with it, man. You take shots sometimes and try to protect yourself as much as possible. But at the end of the day, you can't even worry about it.
That happened today.
Yeah. The play right before, I guess the series right before I threw a touchdown to Sammy, the last one. I tried to tape it up a little bit, it didn't hold up too well though, so I mean it happens sometimes.
How about Sammy's toughness too? He sat out most of the second and third quarter.
He had some stuff with his hip, man. Just a guy like that came back, just stretched a little bit at halftime, didn't get anything done to it, and surprising for him, but he's just an outstanding player, man. And I was like, hey, can you run? He said, bro, I can go. So I was like, all right, cool. So we're going to take shots. And came out here and hit a 91-yarder or something like that. That's a great one, yeah.
Adam didn't catch a lot of touchdowns last year, but today he had a career high yards, 2 touchdowns.
The thing with Adam is, and I missed him a couple times this season. And I said, look, Adam, don't hate me. I still love you. That was my message to him all week. He's an outstanding player, one of the most selfless players on this team. Just does a great job, man. Just such a team player. For him to come out here and have a game like that, man, I couldn't be more proud of him than me. And he just made a splash today when he stepped out there.
Yeah, a lot of people say he's been really consistent from last year to this year. I mean, did you expect him to catch more touchdowns for you this year?
For sure, and that was one of the things, man. As a quarterback, my goal is not get the ball to 1 or 2 guys. I want to be the distributor. I want to get a chance for everybody to touch the ball, and that's when I'm at my happiest, when I get a lot of guys that can contribute and touch the ball. So I had a chance to do that. Mike made some good catches today. Tay, Adam, we had a lot of guys contributing, so I'm really proud of those guys.
Sammy said he was stressed out trying to catch that pass. He didn't think he was going to make it.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a risk. I didn't know he was going to make it either. I was like, I'm going to give it a shot, though. Got a little pressure, man. And the thing with what it was is, I felt like we had the opportunity to do it early in the game, so I was like, when we come back to it, if they're playing us that same type of way, I'm just going to let it ride. It wasn't like he was so far pressed up, but I mean, when our receivers get on these guys' toes, they got an opportunity to run away from him, and that's just what he did.